Okay, hello everyone. It's been a little while. Hope you're all going well. Man, it's been ages, really. I haven't really streamed properly since, well, before Christmas. Hope you all had a good holidays, good Christmas. Yeah, not really sure what to say. I'm kind of like out of the rhythm, I guess, but we'll get back into that as we go. Let's get the game loaded up, or rather a save file. Okay, here we go. This is where we last left off. There hasn't been any updates to this game since last played, but the funny thing is there has been an update for My Summer Car actually for the first time in like over a year. And as usual with My Summer Car updates, it's about what you'd expect. So maybe we'll check that out later today or maybe tomorrow. We shall see. I'll pinch some headlights from that Trabant up there. So sorry for the late start. Welcome to the stream, Library, okay? Hope you're going well. We've just gotten things started here. What's the goal this stream? Not really one. I don't think there really is one this stream. We don't always have goals. Uh-oh. Okay, that could have gone worse. You can hear my keyboard more than you have before. I'm not sure why, nothing's really changed. Maybe I'm just not talking as much, or maybe the game's quieter. That'd do it. Man, I think I started too late. Yeah, it's more of a random thing. I think we've kind of tried to decipher that in the past. What happens is some areas generate with lots of rocks and some areas generate with hardly any. It's a nice bit of variation. Sorry if I'm a bit quieter than usual. Oh, turn here. Should probably check the oil. It's not too bad. Can go for a little bit longer before topping that up. Car does feel a bit sluggish, but I think that's due to the fuel being slightly contaminated. Has anyone made it to the end since more roads were added? I don't think so. I haven't heard of anyone, but yeah, it's possible. We don't. We do not. Not really sure what happened there, but yeah, these things happen in this game. We have to make turns eventually, because the road doesn't always go straight. So you have to make turns at some point. I just make the turns that follow the light poles, which I think is most likely. Oh. Whoops. Let's get this reattached. Doggo in the upper atmosphere, welcome to the stream. Hope you're going well. Finally you can play this game. Ah, cool. Did you get a... Oh. Did you get a copy for Christmas or something? PC? Oh, wow. Nice. The car's stuck on a rock at the moment. One sec. Yeah, good for you. Very cool. Hope you've had a good holiday. A year and 5 months. Wow, that's quite a while. Well, thank you for sticking around all this time. Really means a lot. Oh. A year and 5 months exactly, actually, apparently. Well, according to the bot. Let's check. Nah, not exactly. I guess it just rounds a bit. Well, all of the headlights in one go. That doesn't happen often. Well, maybe like once a stream, maybe. In any case, it's a little bit irritating, but easily rectified. Oh, that go back in. There we go. Nice little swerve there with the handbrake. For some reason the sound didn't play for putting it on, but only disengaging it. Weird little bugs like that. Oh, damn it. Oh man. This is kind of feeling like one of those streams again. Oh, missed the turn. There we go. It's chill because we're the only ones here. And I've got nothing to talk about, so I stay shut up for most of it. And it's just the relaxing driving sounds. And the keyboard noises. I know some people like those. Not quite sure what happened there, some kind of strange glitch or something. There's that weird noise again. Not sure if you heard that. The weird kazoo sound. Driving at night is pretty nice in this game. Some people find it scary, but it can be pretty serene almost. Yeah, the skybox is cool. Wonder if it's realistic or not, or if it's just a totally random made up. Ooh, 2 headlights. I mean, it's better than none. But we had 3 a minute ago, I believe. Wow, it's so dim on low beam. Oh, that's a cool spin. Shame we didn't get that in third person mode. Looks like the sun's coming up. Yep. Sure is. Ooh. That was slightly less graceful. Hmm. This place seems to be pretty empty of anything useful. Diesel, yeah, I don't need diesel. Fuel oil mixture, I think we've got plenty of that. What's our fuel situation looking like actually? 32.9 litres, and got 3% oil in it. So yeah, we'd want to be topping up that with pure petrol if anything. Nice little spin there. We've been having a few good spins this stream. Sorry about that. $35 kilometers so far, not bad. Means we're averaging about 60 kilometers an hour. Oh, that one wasn't too good. Yeah, that was a bit of a sharp turn there. Just flew right off the edge. another seemingly kind of random slide there. Wonder what caused that. Taking a shortcut across the desert here, got to avoid the rocks. Yep, that went well. Oh. Yeah, we're good. We are going good. It would be super interesting to like make a sort of AI that counts the amount of time spent on the road and spent off the road, or even like in the air, and then compiles that into like averages and things over time. Wouldn't even really need an AI for that. Just write a mod for the game that does it. Yeah, I was gonna do that. Got bored of it though and lost the save, so yeah. It was super slow, like even slower than this. So yeah, it never would have really worked well. It was a fun few streams though. So many spin-outs, why do these keep happening? So I need chains on these tires or something. Alright, there's a zombie there.
It's good to finally die.
Other one's upstairs, I think. Anyways, we will pinch these. Wrong shape, but they'll do.
Yeah, I want to ride for my way.
Oh. Little misclick there. Let's head away from that place. Should probably save soon, actually. Forgot to save after pausing. What was that one? Right, 1,858. Not bad. Just realized I still have the lava cam's not on. But the Christmas lights are still on the lava lamps. Whoops. Oh, I think there's a headlight. Oh, he's building that. Check this out. KBY. Kirby? It was a vacuum company. Also, kind of thinking about doing another bike special at some point. TBA. First one didn't go so well, so yeah, might be time for a do-over. Oh god. That was one hell of a misclick. I am not sure what happened there, but oh, there is a zombie chasing us now. Hope he's a good hill climber. Flying broomstick special then. We tried that. That's what I mentioned. That was what the flying thing was. And yeah, it didn't really work out in the end. Because the broomstick is actually the slowest vehicle in the game. Is it? Yes, it is. It is the slowest vehicle in the game. If you don't count walking as a vehicle, which I don't. I'd be close to finishing by now. Yeah, but there's been game updates, so the save file would have reset. So we would have had to start over. road? In the... Oh, there it is. Turn the wrong way. Might sleep through this night, actually. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, so close. Hi there, Root Man. Hope you're going well. Hope you had good holidays. No, that's still good, that one. Happy New Year indeed. Oh, and there goes 3 headlights in one tiny bump. It's good that this game is as fair and as balanced as ever. Oop. There we go. It's nice that you can just whack them back in though, they don't actually shatter or anything. Who knows, maybe that'll be a future update. Had a good Yule time? Nice, nice. Good to hear. Very good to hear. Stream's been going, well, as well as one of these streams can go, which is decent. Had some weird terrain-ness like that. Strange terrain encounter. Look at this, there's like no rocks or anything anymore. Just dead trees. Odd. Man. And the brakes in this thing must be unbalanced or something, because whenever I step on the brakes, it spins out. Roman says, just before Christmas, I had a scan and the consultant said, it looks good. The cancer looks dead. Oh, nice. Nice, good for you. That's amazing news. Early days yet, but great news. So I'm assuming you gotta keep going back to make sure and, yeah, take medication and stuff. Yes, very, very good news. And very good to hear as well. So glad you're, gonna be doing better. Sorry, words. Haven't streamed in a while. The words sometimes mix together and fall over each other. scans every 3 months just to make sure, and that's it. Nice. So not too much hassle then. That's pretty awesome. Wonder of modern medicine, eh? Yeah, very, very good to hear. I know I've said that a few times now, but as always, wishing you all the best. Let's steal some headlights. It's funny, there's plenty of spare headlights already, but I never end up using them. I always just steal more. So did I have a good Christmas / New Year's? Yes, I did. It was very relaxed. I guess you could say very, very relaxed indeed, which is quite nice. Kind of neglected my streaming duties a bit, you might say. But it's good to be back. Didn't go anywhere or do anything super special. It was more of just spending time with family and lazing about sort of thing. I have to go around this mountain. Oh, it's a big one as well. Yeah, that's what it's really about. This time of year. How'd you spend New Year's Eve? Because I spent midnight on the roof filming the fireworks across town. There's the road coming out of the other side. Went up the hill to watch the fireworks, alone with a million other people. Yeah. Gotta say, I was alone on the roof. Probably because everyone else in the building was out getting a closer look. It was a tad busy. Can only imagine. I've only ever actually been up close to fireworks like a few times. Maybe once or twice. And yeah, it was busy as well. And yeah, I'd say it was worth it. This might be a bit of a shorter stream. Because I did start quite a bit later than I was intending to, and most people are probably asleep now. Or if in the UK, maybe at work. Ten to 6, just getting up. That early there. Wow. Whoop, stuck here? Nope, not quite. Saturday, so having a lion? Yeah, that's very true actually. Would not be surprised if everyone's having a sleep in. I did also, sorry, yawning. I bought another old TV the other day, and it was sold as working. When I got it home and started using it, it died like an hour later, so now I'm fixing it. Cleaned the motherboard, and that made it work again for a little bit, but now it's died again. So now I'm gonna basically go over it with a fine-toothed comb and see if there's anything that looks like it's caught fire at some point, or is shorting out, or is leaked or something like that. You know, all the fun electronics repair stuff. Which I do actually enjoy. It is kind of a neat little hobby. Yeah, dry solder joints, that's a big one. That's my plan for later today, actually. I'm just going to reflow all the solder joints and then put it back in and see if it works properly. Apart from that, my biggest suspect is either a transformer somewhere or a capacitor somewhere. If it's a transformer, then I'm kind of screwed. Ooh, oh, whoa, what happened there? What on earth happened there? I didn't even see a rock. Strange. Man. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, I don't feel tired. Rement says, I have a box of Transformers if you was closer. I mean, most of the Transformers on this thing are like very small, so probably wouldn't cost too much to send one, but the trouble is finding the right one. If that's even the problem, because I'm sure if you repair electronics, then you'll have had the experience of replacing everything that could possibly be broken on something, and then it still doesn't work. Like, no change at all. That's quite infuriating. Maybe I should do a TV repair live stream at some point. Yes, the model of TV, well actually I can't remember the model off the top of my head, but it is an AWA, AWA, which is a brand I hadn't really heard of until finding it, and yeah, Australian brand. Of course, long gone now, but they made TVs and stereos and things back in the day. Can only imagine. Bakelite meters, like electric meters for houses. I've got 2 of those actually, both which I acquired from abandoned buildings which were demolished soon after, so don't tell anyone if you want these streams to continue, I guess. I'm sure the statute of limitations has passed by now. Not like they were gonna get reused anyways. Ah, interesting, interesting. Yeah, I've got some photos of the inside of that TV. Oh, here's something kind of a pet peeve about this game. It spawns with a crate full of headlights, but all of these are pointing the same direction. And it's almost always the direction you already have. Oh wait, no. It was correct in this case. Nice. It's like one of the few times that's ever been, yeah, probably. Yes, it's an, AWA TV. Apparently made, towards the tail end of their existence. And it also has Mitsubishi on the back, which I guess means that most of the parts are from Mitsubishi. Was still made in Australia though, surprisingly. Can't imagine that lasted much longer. It's also huge. Quite possibly the largest CRT I've owned. At 22 inches. Which is absolutely tiny compared to a modern day flat panel TV, but back then that would have been pretty large. Here's a fun fact actually, the largest CRT ever made, well, not ever made, but ever sold to the public was 45 inches, I believe, and it was a Sony. And for a long time it was thought to be a myth because nobody bought them. But then it turned out people did buy them, and recently a working example was tracked down in Japan, which is quite the discovery. Had an old radio that was massive. Old valve set. Was very good though. Pick up stations on the moon. you can hear Sputnik with that thing. I think I've got a Valve radio buried in a cupboard somewhere. A Philips. The light up dial and everything. Very cool. Yeah, I'll definitely share share pictures of the TV on the Discord when I can. You have a huge distance on them. You know, I've never had a CRT TV that used tubes in it, apart from the picture tube. They've all had they've all been transistorized. That'd be kind of interesting to find one day, although definitely be heavier than average, I can imagine, even for a CRT. Man says, think we had one when I was a kid. HMV, ah. Interesting. Cave Johnson asks, hey Dial-Up, have you played the new version of My Summer Car yet? No. That'll be tomorrow's stream. But yeah, just got a massive update, and as My Summer Car updates tend to be, it's a lot of annoying stuff. The door to the pub now closes and locks automatically. And this is to force players to break the window if they're stealing the poker machine. But I think I've got a workaround up in my head. I didn't even know it was a glitch. Yes, I've got a workaround I'm working on, and we'll try it next stream. Would you like a hint? But basically every time I had to steal the poker machine, I'd use that door. Yeah. Getting a bike rack, pushing it throughout the entire building and out the store door rather than the pub door. That's what Walt does when he screws up the glitch. My other plan would be to just pull it onto the floor and until the screen turns off, because one time I found that just getting it far enough away from its spot, like dragging it through the building, was enough, and it let me take the money out. Like, I started dragging it towards the door, and before I even got it out, I realized the screen was off, so I pulled out the screwdriver and it just let me take the cash right there. And then it just stayed in the walkway forever. Yes, you can get bees, or I think they're wasps in My Summer Car, yeah, but you can get them in your house now. So, I gotta learn to shut the doors. think it's if you leave the door open, period, there's a chance of one coming in. I wonder if, like, wearing bug spray can counteract that, though. Might only work for mosquitoes, actually. Is there a risk of being stung if you're out at night? Well, there shouldn't be, since bees and wasps aren't active at night. I can check the update logs right now, actually. I'll launch my summer car and I'll see, because I don't think it's specific to night. I think it's just if you leave the house door open at any point. New splash screen as well. Latest news and updates from Amistech Games, and it's a blank panel. Okay. Okay. Don't like how you have to keep the mouse hovered over the button, so you can't point at things with the mouse. You wonder if they'll be freely roaming, maybe. Wasp can now come in if house doors are being kept open. Yeah, so it doesn't say it's specific to nighttime or anything, so I'm guessing it can happen maybe just during the day or maybe any time. We really don't know. They kind of do already freely roam. I mean, because they splat on the helmet. Can come in. It implies like they're wandering around out there. It does, but I'm guessing they're not. And I'm guessing it just, the game detects if the door has been open for a significant period of time, and then just spawns one inside the house. They're only freely roam right now at the dump in the strawberry fields, and yeah, I think it's just one. They added one at the dump and one at the strawberry field. If they roam the entire map, that'll get annoying. Also, you know what I kind of love about the My Summer Car community? Whenever there's an update, there'll be a mod that fixes all the features that have been introduced. Like to fix the Killjoy selling and stuff like that. Okay, we have plenty of headlights. It's just something I find kind of neat. So I was speaking very close to the microphone there, sorry about that. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. I wouldn't play without mods to remove the wandering wasps and killdew changes, yeah. Kind of a necessity at this point, but... Personally, if it was my game, a lot of updates I would have made, but not my game, so... They get to do whatever they like. You love that period of summer 2023 before all that? You love being able to murder Suskito. Brings a sort of finality to choosing the infinite summer life, I guess so. Imagine if when my winter car gets released, it's just an update tacked onto my summer car. That makes the seasons change over time and you have to survive the entire summer to get to the winter. I know that's not what it is, but it would be kind of hilarious. you can't finish the game. I mean, you can't get that ending. Personally, I consider getting all the rally trophies to be another ending, even though you can still play. I'm kind of tempted to wrap the stream up soon to go work on that TV. But I'm also kind of having fun now, so stick around for a little longer. Cave says, I actually kind of hate the new version of The Long Drive. When it was a single long road, it was a really simple game with a really nice simple objective. I guess so, but personally I don't mind since you can ignore the other roads. It doesn't really make much difference to me. Yes, I purchased another old TV. It was sold as working. I got it home, started using it, and it died within an hour. Yes, you can. Only the main road has power lines on it. All the other roads have no power lines, and that's how you spot the main path to take. Even though I don't really take the side roads, I do like that there's more freedom, and it'll definitely increase opportunities for role-playing and stuff in this game, which some people do. Yeah, I bought an ancient TV, well, not ancient, but circa 1987, and it died, so cleaned the motherboard, which was covered in decades of dust, started working again, and now it's died again, so I'm suspecting cracked solder joints or bad capacitors or perhaps a bad transformer, which will be kind of a big problem if it's that, since there's no way to find a spare transformer for this model. I assume you heard someone got the big boy. Ah, yes, I talked about that earlier on the stream. The largest CRT ever sold to the public. Could be a dead power transistor or jungle chip, etc. I don't think so, since it was working, then it suddenly switched off. Like zapped itself into the center, you know? Like you were powering it off. But it still has life in it, it still makes the high-pitched whine, except it's quieter. And the channel selector LEDs are still on. Yeah, it could be. I actually couldn't find any material on the jungle chip in this TV anywhere. I've got a photo of it actually. I can send to you. If you know how to find that sort of thing, but yeah. It's an AWA TV, Amalgamated Wireless Australasia. Composite video is kind of interesting, but I have kind of made it a conscientious effort to stay out of that stuff. It's too much of a rabbit hole. Fair enough. There's a picture of the chip on the Discord. It's funny because this TV is RF only, but there's a whole bunch of unpopulated spots on the board where I believe components for composite and maybe SCART for other markets would go. So if you could track down those, it might be SCART moddable, but don't like the chances of that. Closest you've done is emulate VGA on an FPGA, counting clock cycles and generating different parts of the waveforms. Yeah, I had it working perfectly fine, and then it just every now and then it would kind of die a little bit. Like it would switch off. Well, not really switch off, but just seem to lose voltage and then come back, so I'm guessing a capacitor or a transformer, because now it's got the lost voltage symptom, but nothing else. You did clone the video experimenter board for Arduino, but that was a long time ago, and it's better hardware for what I wanted to do anyways. Oh, oh. It's back in high school when I was dead broke, so I had no other way to cobble together primitive computer vision hardware. Make sense? Yeah, my plan for the TV now is to reflow the solder joints on the bottom of the board. See if that fixes anything. If it does, then yay! If it doesn't, then dig deeper. Start whacking things with a screwdriver pretty much and see if anything changes. It's gotta be a capacitor. When you're dealing with electronics of this vintage, it is almost always a capacitor. Oh, we have weird road layout here. Could take a shortcut, but we'll take the long way around to see what happens. You built it for free. This was back when you could call up companies and ask for free sample parts and you'd get them. Slightly, I mean, not really unethical. You asked them, they gave it, so that's on them. So you got an LM1881 sync separator from Texas Instruments. WI. W-I. Oh, another headlight. Don't believe this is the right one, but we can try. Nope. I mean, it fits, but it's facing the wrong way. It was the same as the one on the other side here, so I'd rather have one that doesn't fit even more egregiously than one that's almost perfect. Don't ask me why. Also, that's like a really weird loop this road does. Just for that fuel station, I believe. You could just take a shortcut up there. Yeah, it's actually a really interesting TV. Got a wood grain case, fake of course. I believe it's one of the last TVs actually made in Australia, because by 1987 that was really something that was becoming increasingly more rare. It's 22 inches, which is, I believe, the largest CRT I've ever had. Well, largest one I can remember having. And yeah, RF only. AWA Deep Image Color. And it's mostly Mitsubishi parts on the inside. Cave asks, do you play horror games? Ever played Signalis? I mean, to some people this would be a horror game, and To some people, Voices of the Void would be a horror game. In my eyes, Voices of the Void is definitely a horror game, so I guess the answer is yes, I do play some horror games. But more of a... more simulated games, I guess. Rather than games only focused on horror. I sort of prefer open world and freedom as opposed to a concrete storyline. Though Voices of the Void kind of does have one as well, and it balances the two elements pretty well. It's a survival horror game. Ooh, interesting. Very Silent Hill 2 emulates retro PS2 graphics. Interesting, interesting. Have I told you about Gob before? It's a point-and-click adventure game that was released as a demo a few years ago but didn't get any updates. And I haven't played it, but I've seen someone else play it, and I still kind of love it. It's sort of got that low-res 1990s, early 2000s vibe, but it's also kind of claymation-ish. I'll send you a link to it. It's called Gob. It's on itch.io. There you go. I should play it on stream actually, because well, it's only a demo at the moment. It's not a horror game, it's more of just a relaxing sort of thing. Ooh. Yeah. Haven't been any updates on it in ages, so I think it's kind of a... maybe an abandoned project. There's now Polish My Summer Car. Really? Man, every country is getting their own My Summer Car clone. What's it called? Man, I need to make the Australian My Summer Car clone if it doesn't exist already. I know there's an American one now. Another golf game. Carhol loves that game, and I'm very interested in seeing where it's gonna go. It's been an update since I last played it, actually. I should play it again. It's called OHV. That seems impossible to search for. Need Bogan car in the Australian outback. I actually have a few ideas for an Australian My Summer Car clone. Wow, 9 out of 10 on Steam, not bad. Oh, it's 3 years old. Huh. This thing's been around for a while. Interesting, interesting. It's on Steam. Maybe I'll learn to to program in Unity and start making it. Like, there's no chance, really. I'm not actually very good with the software side of things. An other golf game. That's AN other golf game. And there's also a Canadian one called Mon Bazou, or Mon Bazou. I can never remember how to pronounce it. If I remember correctly, another golf game is set in California. You're not really a fan of the Canadian one, being Canadian myself. Too much drug references for you. Yeah, I used to play it a lot, but it got a bit too grindy for me. The gameplay loop didn't keep me hooked. And it really leans into the meme / stereotypes. Yeah, fair enough. I feel like for an Australian one that could kind of work, since that's what a lot of people expect already from this country. Yeah, more my summer car, realistic. Nice one, nice one. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. Yeah, my summer car has a lot more things to do. Also, I find its graphical style a bit more appetizing or appealing than Mon Bazou's. I mean, Mon Bazou's still a very early access as well, so who's to say though that won't change over time? Yeah, I've got so many features just noted down for what I'd like in an Australian My Summer Car style game. I've even got like house designs sketched out and map designs, but there's nowhere I'd ever be able to program such a thing. Told the Godot engine has really comprehensive documentation. But it might not be as turnkey as Unity. I know Godot's supposedly more, maybe not open, but less harsh with fees and stuff, apparently. Unity, you have to pay them like thousands to even use it in the first place. Godot is totally free. Ah, okay, cool, cool. That's what I was thinking about. In fact, it's under the MIT license, which is just about the most permissive license there is. Wow. I've actually seen a few games in Godot, but they're not really like 3D things. They're not really open world, so that might be a bit harder to implement with that engine. Well, because that comes more natural to Unity, I think. Basically comes down to do anything you want as long as you give credit and don't sue us. That's pretty good. Two paragraphs, wow. Yeah, maybe I should look into Godot then. Two Twitch chat messages. Well, go ahead. I might not read them now, but yeah, feel free. Oop. Spin out. Wow, that is short. It's definitely something I'll have to try and look into then. If I do ever get serious about making a game. Probably won't start off with such a large project either. I'll warm up, you know? Also, here's a promise. It's more DIY. Yeah, I can see that. I can imagine that. If I do ever end up making a game, rest assured it will not be sold on Steam. In fact, it'll probably be free. But still not on Steam. Gotta define what you want. Whereas Unity can start you off with, okay, a 3D game or a 2D game. Yeah, I'm just distrustful of Steam. Most likely I'll just host a website or something. Maybe have a Patreon for donations if I... This is like all hypothetical if I ever end up actually doing it. Which is extremely unlikely. Not very familiar with Godot, though I've done a tiny bit of Unity. Probably put it on Steam, but not exclusively on Steam. Fair enough. Oh, Cage wants us to lose an item. What item? Steam charges you like $100 to put a game on the platform even. Yes, you can. Pick which tire you want me to lose. So if you're doing a game for free and relying on donations, it's probably not the best choice. Back right, okay. Off it goes. Will the car even move without it? Not very well. Not the white wall, no. I mean, we do have a spare. I could do some trolling and just put the spare right on. Or swap one of the other ones on there, because this car is, I mean, it goes every now and then. It's rear-wheel drive and it really doesn't work well. The white walls were only on the back, and I had normal ones on the front. That was to make the back taller. Okay, we're moving, and we're not anymore. Let's try again. There we go. Kind of hard to keep the revs high. We've had buildings like every few kilometers for the entire run, and now I bet there won't be any for like 100 or something. Cave says, I'm kind of tempted by the Voices of the Void model of offering the game for free and running a Patreon. That seems like a very good option, really. And then putting your Patreon's names on the title screen or something is a bit of a deal sweetener. Tomy Omnibot 2000. Generic NPC has named the vehicle. Not a terrible name. Not at all. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh, we have a building there. We can limp to that. I feel like you'd have a lot of trouble getting a vehicle system, especially one as complex as My Summer Cars, working in Godot. That would require a lot of trial and error. I think you'd have to build it up, might like you would in Unity? Probably. Much like. Man, this is so slow. Can we push on the ground to go a bit faster? I think that actually works. Maybe not. Maybe it's just Placebo. And that scraping sound. I hope they have a spare wheel. Once you get to that stop, you can put a tire back on, punish paid. I mean, they've got a car, I'll steal one from there. Looks like 2 golfs, actually. It's funny, we were just talking about another golf game. Yep, 2 golfs. And both of them diesel. We'll check inside for a white wall, though. Oh.
You think I cannot see your annoying face?
Ah, perfect. Just what we need. There's a spray as well. How lucky. There we are, like nothing happened. Perfect, should make a save here. It's the one. Also, you know what's kind of weird? Recently I got an email from Microsoft whinging that, oh, we're gonna delete your OneDrive account because you haven't used it in ages and it's full of data. And I'm like, what? I've never used OneDrive. Yes, apparently I have a OneDrive account, and apparently it scraped a whole bunch of data off my PC 2 years ago and saved it to OneDrive. And I don't think I ever told it to, so... Sounds like a average Microsoft moment. That's why you use local accounts with Windows. Probably automatically did it, yeah. I'm gonna have a look through the files now. And see what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like I had... there's not much. I'm accessing this on the phone, so probably not the best. It's an RTF document labeled hi. Very strange. Very strange indeed. What's in the pictures folder? It says I'm low on storage, but there's like nothing here. Also, sorry, this is something I really should be doing off stream. But I'm very curious now. Hmm. Yeah, it says I'm running low on storage, and there's like nothing in here. Very strange. Look what he bought at a thrift store for $15. A Fallout 3 Stream Deck. Wow. And it's worth 150 new. That's a good find. Yeah, apparently I used Macroom Reflect in 2019 and my files from that got backed up to OneDrive somehow. Macroom Reflect used to be good, but now it sucks. It's a program that lets you clone your hard disk to an SSD or something to switch out. Wow, 128 kilometers this stream. Pretty good. Right. I might wrap things up now because I want to sort this out. Also, what should we do tomorrow? Should we do... Should we do the My Summer Car update? Or should we do the promised Minecraft special? I think I'd prefer to do My Summer Car. That might be what we do. Right, hope you all enjoyed the stream. Thank you all for stopping by. Happy New Year, I guess, even though we're 4 days in. Lepus says My Summer Car. Hope you all had great holidays, and it's good to be back. See you later.